On the Instability of Worldly Grandeur. By Oliver Goldsmith. Oliver Goldsmith. Oliver Goldsmith, an Anglo-Irish novelist, playwright, dramatist, and poet, was born on November 10, 1728 in Elphin, Ireland. Attended Trinity College, Dublin, and was graduated in 1749. In 1756 he settled in London and took odd jobs. He used the pseudonym James Willington to publish his translation of the autobiography of the Huguenot Jean Marthe. He produced a massive output as a hack writer on Grub Street for the publishers of London. He is best known for his novel The Vicar of Wakefield. Died on April 4, 1774 in London. On the Instability of Worldly Grandeur. Published in the magazine The Bee in November 10, 1759. Indicates the instability of the power and pride. Criticises the chaos in the society to achieve greatness. Asserts that greatness is not stable and it changes through time. Summary. The writer starts the essay by introducing an alehouse keeper near Islington. He has places the signboard with the picture of French king in order to attract his customers. But he changed that when the war with France has started. He placed the Queen of Hungary, who is charmed with her red face and the golden scepter. As his customer lost interest in her, he replaced that with the King of Prussia. The writer states that the gazing crowd is pleased with the variety of the signs placed and not their grandeur, which is changed according to the time. His view on viewing the most popular figures is indifferent. He has realized that a head which is strong of the roar of millions is placed upon a pole very soon. He indicates Alexander VI, who entered into a town in Rome which was evacuated by the enemy. The townsmen were pulling down the statues of Orsini family with whom he fought in order to put Alexander's effigy. He tells his son Borgia to find the difference between a gibbet and a statue, as he is pleased with the behavior of others. This indicates how the glory laid with a foundation of applause lasts. The popular glory is very rare, as it must not play any tricks. He compares that with the sense of woman who admires and awards in proportion of the merit of behavior. He considers Swift, who ignores the applause of the mob. He asserts that the true virtue is the true object of admiration and praise. He states the example of Duke of Marlborough for his mild and amiable virtues, which are far better than his predecessors. He indicates a story of a Chinese man who studied the works of Confucius, decided to travel to Europe. The Chinese man considers the Europeans as not very much inferior to him, and so tried to observe their custom. He reached Amsterdam and moved to a bookshop there. With his little knowledge in Dutch, he asked the bookseller for the works of Alehouse. The bookseller replied that he has never heard the name before. The Chinese traveler was shocked to hear that the bookseller doesn't know the immortal writer. Then he asked about Phipsahii, and that too was not known. He cried for what purpose those writers have sacrificed their life, as one has fastened to death and other offered himself to the Tartarian enemy. He says that the head of corporation, the pedant and rhymer, have the fancy of the crowd behind them to look on them. The patriot, philosopher, and poet are shouted with applause, which is compared to the puddle in a storm. He says that he has witnessed generals who were once praised by the crowds were sunk into merited obscurity. Once herring fishery employed the Grub Street, proposing to drag up gold to supply the whole of Europe, but not done. He concludes that the expectations are there for all, and like the herring fishery, it is not fulfilled, and he hopes for the best. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.